the field working area. And you'll notice I did mulch both of these fields, so we'll get a yield boost on the old part of the fields. Obviously the new parts of the field, there's nothing to mulch, so we won't get a yield bonus there. I could start spreading beehives around the place as well, just as a thought. I'm going to turn the spreader off, get it straightened up here. Especially if we're planning to put canola in both of these fields, the bees will boost the canola production yield. Gonna go back to about there, and I think we pretty much got most of that, so that's good. So I go up to the top. It shouldn't spread over the trees, or maybe it will. And then we'll come back down here, and then that gives me a good width of headland that I can turn around. GPS back on. Alrighty, so that's that end done. As I said, we've gone down the field, we've used 80% with 2 rows down there and 1 row along the left. I'm going to do 2 rows again at the other end by the tree line, which will take us down probably to 60%. I don't know, it's going to be close. That's only 72%. See, it's not a great amount of lime that's actually been spread here, which is a good thing. Let's turn that off. And it could be, that's the thing. I mean, the other field we bought as a new purchase, and we don't know what of anything that the previous farmer did on that field. All we know is that the pH level's just not good. This field is ours. We were the last people to spread lime on this field, and so therefore we know it's already had a good application of lime, and all we're looking at is replenishing 3 harvests worth of depletion. Is that yeah, that is good coverage. Okay, so I'm kind of hoping I'll make 2 rows here and we'll be down at 40%. Two more rows would put us at 20. I don't know. I'm going to guess now I'm going to need more lime, but I'm not going to need significant amounts of it. Obviously, with the easy development tools, what you can do is refill this and then take the leased equipment back to the store, empty it, and no money changes hands, and then just buy enough lime at the store to cover what we ended up using, or close to it. Anyway, how are we doing? Still at 51%. I mean, look, it's chucking out the lime, but you look at the tick rate of the percentage. We're not using a lot of it in the middle here. Ooh. Now the rest of the harvestable fields, we've got the soybeans there, which we have harvested once, that field. And then the other two fields up over at the arable farm, we purchased and fully prepared and planted. So we don't actually have, they haven't even been harvested once yet, I don't think. Pretty sure they have been harvested once. So the advantage with those two fields is lime is going to be good. It's currently perfect, and same with the nitrogen levels and everything else on those fields. So we're not going to need a lime spreader for the rest of this year, unless we buy more land, and I'd like to buy more land, to be fair. Okay. Adjust our direction so we're not spreading too much lime on the road. So I'm not sure the passing drivers are going to be happy with me doing that. Just a thought. Done, and not significant, and significant. Okay, that got done. Okay, I'll turn that off. Oh, we missed a bit there again. Doesn't look like it's significant, but I'll make a close pass just to make sure. Nope. And then we just have this corner to do, which is going to drain a lot of lime, because we're pulling this from almost nothing up to perfect. 10% just for the corner. That actually looks like an electric fence, and I'm not sure I actually need an electric fence for this field, but yeah, it was trying to find a fence that works for what I need, or what would look good. I don't need a fence there, but okay, we are completed liming. So what's the next thing I need to do on this farm today? Probably need to run some milk down to the dairy. It's probably a good plan. Actually, let's I to empty, and I think we can just bounce over here. Least items. I can return the fertilizer spreader because I don't need that. And check there, nothing new there. Okay, going to push the line up against the garage. Okay, so that's done. Let's run over and look at the cows. Hi cows, how you doing? I mean, we have, what is it, 295,000 litres of straw bedding in this shed, and it's not even registering as something you can see. No idea what the total capacity is. Hi cow. Okay. Oh, another cow here. Hi, other cow here. Okay, I'm gonna fill up the milk tank. We'll take that down. Need some more mineral feed at some point. But I want these to ferment. Then we can drop them straight into the feeder and start on the next load. Okay, it is button 8 and R. So I'm finding, yeah, the reason for doing this now is we are generating a lot of milk. So if I don't run it down to the dairy almost every day, then I end up with 3 or 4 truckloads that we then have to drive down there. So it's just a little bit easier to take a little bit of time out, oops, and wreck the door mirrors on the truck. Door mirrors, side mirrors, whatever they're called. Okay. So, black tractor's done. The green tractor is a green tractor. So we'll take the milk down here. I may... feeling a little bit uncomfortable with the levels of money that we have, so I might go and ship a load of butter down to Maypole Exports as well. Technically that would mean I then don't have to move butter for the rest of this month, because our self-imposed rule is we have to sell the perishables once a month. So if I sell the butter today, I don't have to sell it on July 3. And theoretically, we could wait until August 3 before we have to sell the butter again. Anyway, that's a good supply of milk. I also haven't done the math to see how much milk are we consuming each month at the dairy. I think we're probably, even with only, I think we've probably only got 30 productive cows, but with only 30 productive cows, we are producing more milk than that dairy can process. So potentially towards the end of summer, we're probably going to end up selling milk direct and not putting all of it in the dairy. So we got about 6,007. Yeah. Go and jump in the little truck. Because I just want to see a little bit more money in our bank account. I could sell some of the silage, but again, it's trips to places where I need to take time away from doing other things, and we're moving bales by tractor, so it's a long, slow trip. Like it. Actually, there was, I think we recently had the opportunity to pick up a tipper truck, but unfortunately I didn't have the cash or the absolute requirement to have one right away. It was one of those, I really want one of these eventually, but I can't really justify having it right now deals. Okay. So yeah, the thought is we could one day transfer this back to the store as a store use vehicle. But kind of for right now, this is our front loader for the dairy. And buttons. Okay. That's close enough to the truck. Okay, good. Whatever. I'm gonna move the forks in a little so that there's less chance of getting stuck on the pallet. Okay, drive through, run into the wall. Nope, that's still not going to work, so it's still going to front end our little loader. This little loader is becoming less and less useful. Jeez, seriously. Okay, detach and reattach. That's that button, that button. No, that is just not working. Okay, well, we'll push it under the back of the truck and people can rebox it. And it could be the CSZ pallet forks that are part of the problem here. Seriously, we are just not. I can't move that on and now it won't come off. I can't get the pallet off. Seriously. Oh, what a joke. Yeah, that's really working out well. Good grief, you just can't get the equipment these days. That's... And I do believe the plan here is... get in there, detach the fork, get out of there, and dude, you are useless. I will find something else with loader arms. Well, I can always move that pallet fork somewhere else sometime or other, but frankly, that thing is just not working. I might, let's just sell the pallet fork too. I don't know if it's the loader or the pallet fork, but frankly, yes, bye-bye. All right. That was a really didn't work out too well at all. But that's in-game pallets and in-game front loader equipment. Can't pick up an in-game pallet. And as I said, it could be a problem with the CSZ pallet fork that I was using. but nah, that's not the best. So I'm not gonna try that one again. Okay, John Deere's plugged into the trailer. Oops. So yeah, I think we're gonna start looking at winding this up. So I will, off camera, collect the stones, take them down to the store and make $50. And the next stream, I think we'll be planning to... Actually, you know what? I don't have to do that immediately. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We've got 3 days of 3-day months. We've done a lot of work on the farm today. We've ploughed some extra fields. We have what was that, 2,400? Meh, that was okay. We've ploughed some extra fields, we've limed all our fields, we fertilised the grass field. That was off camera. We also harvested 2 fields in this game day in the last stream. And so I've got 1 day allowance for doing contract work, which I may take a look at and we'll plan for that. And then I've also got to slurry the 2 arable fields, which we don't have to do today. We could leave it until Friday and just run around, deliver the tomatoes, deliver the flour, deliver the bread, and then put some slurry on those 2 fields. And that will be a good point to end the month. And then with with August coming round, that's the point we can plant the canola, and we may have the barley and our existing canola field ready to harvest, so we can do those. The barley field I will probably look at doing things in. Might put soybeans in what is currently the barley field. In the soybean field I want to plant barley, but I can't harvest that until late. The canola field as is, we could put out some, I think, barley. I want to see what we get for whole crop silage from our current barley field, but obviously all of the winter crops are now in planting season, so we can make decisions on what winter crops we're going to do, and we could potentially have almost all of our fields planted at the end of the year. We'll have to see. Okay, why are you sitting there? I haven't decided what to do with the doits yet. Okay, I'm going to jump in this guy. This guy is going to need some diesel, but not today. That guy too, and I left the engine running. Okay, somewhere here is a rock bucket. Okay, that's the rock bucket. So I think I can call it right now. This is the end of the Christmas marathon. And next week we will have the New Year's Marathon. 3 streams over 4 days. And following that, we'll be back to our normal schedule on, I don't know, 6th, 7th of January with 1 stream a week. But I think for now, we'll swing this around and we can look at our biggest tractor on the farm. Turn the engine off. So I will wish you all, I hope you all had a good Christmas. I'll wish you a happy New Year now, but next week we will be in New Year stream mode. But for now, I've got a lot of things to do, so I am out of here. Have fun, everybody.